I'm so happy the LEC is back. These are the kind of drafts I want to see. I don't think I've ever seen any action yet in the LPL and the LCK. I could be wrong, but I've been following the region so much since the start, but I haven't seen it.
Very far forward. Obviously has the stealth as well as the little hook shot. See if it can take him out to safety, but the flash forward immediately locking him down all too easy, and that's going to be first blood. And certainly don't expect to see a lot of kill pressure on the bottom side from Vitality. Without support from Selfmade, they opted for the heal and the exhaust. Much more defense. Could he ult flash? Oh, there it is! The perfect prediction! Wow, geniuses. Perks goes down. First kill now. See if LeBron and Selfmade can match on the top side. Arma with the double dash available, but getting away from these champions feels like it's next to impossible. Will not have the dice after the slice. Flash out to safety is clean. Gonna force a few sums out from the side of Vitality. Ulti coming in as well, but not nearly enough to survive. Vitality will find the kill in the end as Perks burning down in the mid lane, but will not drop. Or will he?
Close. Punish this cannon with no flash. Who Alphari might be disrespecting a bit here. Kaiser flash ult.
Kaiser flash forward with the ult should guarantee the Q land going in. Slows him down as well. That's the ulti coming out. Followed with the empowered stun. In goes the Diana. It's a clean play from
so far. But how can you transition this lead that Reeker has to side lanes, to bot, to top? Now that mid tower is down, he can push into tier 2. And the jungle support always the most consistent factor and the strongest factor of Mad Lions. And it's spiking.
Reeker has to be careful here. Selfmade can't step forward alongside Perks. Windwall there to block the stun. They now want to turn and burn. Lead forward from Elyoya, and again another combo. Perks just gets instantly deleted. The action. Too squishy and a double for Elyoya.
They're both still full HP. They can still dive top. They still have Karthus ultimate. They have so many tools to make this happen.
Walking away, Alphari still has his ultimate, only level 10. He has to hold on for as long as possible, throwing the ult down before he gets CC'd, but it's just Armut finally going to break down that top lane tower. Bot lane, the last one left standing in the face of Mad Lions. But Vitality
time to give their team tempo on the other side of the map, but that's not the case. Mad Lions just showing respect, and maybe they want to be a bit more aggressive here. Kaiser.
Potential turn for Vitality. Kaiser tanking up the tower. It's going to be a big deal, but that's going to be the massive combo. Here comes the Karthus ultimate, but Selfmade in the midst of everybody. It's not enough. Alphari going in as well. It's an absolute bloodbath. Yasuo still standing. That's a perfect tornado. He goes in. He's trying to heal. Not nearly enough, but not enough to stop a fully
Kaiser. Let's be careful here.
Catching out. Perks invisible in the darkness. Flash forward. Kaiser going to try to spider, not hook his way out, or turn. For now, just clearing vision. Setup on the Drake is there. Second Drake of the game for the Mad Lions.
So they can dissect the map.
Kaiser has to be careful here. Already had to flash out. Now locked up again. Here comes the Jhin. Ultimate 1, 2, and 3. Going to finish that one. Selfmade takes a quick reset.
Fancy something bot. Elyoya's here to match, but Labrov and Kars are coming down too. No flash.
Can be a 4v2. Arma going to try to double dash through. He has made it under the tower. Should be all right. Elyoya might now be the one in trouble, except for Kars. He's taking so much damage. That's the power of the Diana. That's going to be an instant kill. Labrov now knows that he has picked the wrong fight, going deep under that tower. Still doing so much damage. Elyoya absolutely unafraid. Getting 2. Alphari running for his life now. Labrov just trying to survive. They're going to pick up the cow. Alphari will walk away. It's a bloodbath in favor of Mad Lions.
5-0-5 for Elyoya out of 11 kills. This is an absolute masterclass in Game 1 of the LEC 2022. Just playing it to perfection every single time he's where he needs to be. He plays the fights to perfection as well. It's just such a clean game from Elyoya. Unforgiven's going to get a mid-tier 2. Herald's still alive. Maybe they can force a bot tier 2. Alphari's trying to fight back.
Sorry, stepping in. Good damage, but he's just so squishy. Elyoya going golden. That's going to be the ulti coming in from McKinnon. There's no Zonias to stop that one. Perks now going to be in trouble as well. In goes Kaiser. Out goes Perks with a clean flash. Unforgiven in the area. Arma going to be in trouble, but they're just going to give up Nash for this one. Curtain call. We've seen the ult steal before, but Kaiser watched that VOD too. Not going to let it happen. Now suddenly in the mid lane, it looks like Vitality just have to run for their lives. Arma can go for the dash forward. Quick stun onto Labrov. Labrov is going to get hooked. Max range there on that one. They should be able to pick up the kill onto Labrov. The rest of Vitality will escape, but right now Vitality in tempo hell.
They're going to lose their bot tier 2. Everything's falling apart.
And once this inhibitor line gets broken, it's going to be very hard for Vitality to stay in this game. Now, without a traditional AD carry, there is some argument that Mad Lions do not have the best siege, but if they're able to get Baron buffs like this for free, it's just not going to matter too much. They throw a wind wall up here in a moment if they need to, and Reeker and Arma can step forward alongside the rest of Mad. Vitality, if they want to pick a fight, probably have to pick it now, but instead they're going to back away, leaving open this inhibitor. 5 members now. Maybe they can contest. Alphari waiting on that ult cooldown, just about a second away.
Yeah, mid-wave will get cleared out, try to defend. They can also play it slow. Use this Baron to stall the game out, keep deep vision in their jungle, and play for the next dragon. So
at least the tier 2 will drop. Vitality gonna have to try to pick the optimum space to look for a fight. No immediate ulti for the reset from Selfmade, though, is gonna make the fight much harder.
Bot inhib is down. Super minions on the bot side, forcing this top tier 3.
feels like it might just be a Mad Lions victory lap. Lebrov stepping forward, but I don't know if he has enough gas in the tank to find any of these kills. Locked up, self-made immediately onto the backside, but Reeker now leaping out. Doesn't have a third Q quite yet. Karzi going to throw down some damage, but Kaiser more than happy to body block it.
Well, we're going to go mid then. If you guys want to all go into our top side jungle and find some vision on Baron, we'll just end the game. That's going to be a mid tier 3.
Well, walking away against a Renekton and a Diana. You got Renekton rather than a Yasuo. You've got pretty good split damage, so difficult to survive no matter who you are. And those stopwatches that you talked about earlier, Kadril, I think
The tower? They get a tower? No, they got one tower, Dracos. They got an objective. That's been started up. Lebrov will probably pop a ward over to spot it out. Self-made's around. Can he steal it though?
Can he steal it? Self-made going in? No! Well, Yo-Yo gonna lock that one down. Self-made, that was the last chance, and it feels like it's gone now. TP's coming in the mid lane. Mad Lions going for the throat on this one. Perks, Karzi waiting in the darkness, but Arma just buying so much time, buying so much space. Now stepping forward, Perks getting cut down. Reeker taking down Lebrov, and here comes the Space Laser, baby. Not enough to finish the job, but Perks has to be careful on this one. Alfari also in the area. Level 16 Kennen, ulti up and available. But it just doesn't matter because Arbat's going to flash first, and in goes the hook from Kaiser. It goes just a little bit wide. You called it, but you cursed him, Kadril. And Mad Lions coming out swinging in this first game. It was a masterclass of an early game. Excellent play from Kaiser and Elyoya to set up the rookies on their team for success. And Alfari maybe wants to turn it. Maybe he can. Unforgiven still standing. Reeker, the rest of the team now backing up. Vitality will not go quietly.
Yeah, Alfari just trying to find some kind of flank, but Elyoya is just making sure these waves are escorted in. He will get stunned up here. How much damage can he do before he dies?
Locked up, good damage. Alfari, Elyoya goes gold, and Selfmade whiffs on the ultimate. That's going to be big. Now the Nautilus ultimate coming in as well. He just wants to finish the kill so he can get the reset, but it will not happen. Unforgiven taking him down. Perks off to the side, trying to buy as much space as possible, but Reeker just deletes him, and now again the ulti comes down. Karzi already half health. Arma now stepping forward. It's an absolute slaughter in the base. Again, Mad Lions coming out swinging in their first game. Vitality do not know what hit them, but pretty confident that the Diana Yasuo might not be played again.
8, 1, and 10 for Elyoya on Diana.
Well, SK have a ton of setup. They don't have maybe one of the more traditional hypercarry options like the Jinx on the side of Rogue, so have to see how they can actually execute in this early game with the sheer amount.
Just going to match this bot play. We might have a 3v3 already. TPs cannot come in, remember.
Hook. Trait's now going to get locked up. Chain CC immediately coming out. Comp might just get one shot before he can even do anything. Now it's a 3v2. Malrang maybe wants to burst, and Malrang does not have access to the ultimate quite yet. Can stick around and fish for the 50-50 if he wants to, but Serta sitting there with fear up and available on the Doom and Gloom passive means that he will walk. Yeah. Downside is Jhin not really great at taking tower plates, so Rogue will at least even out the gold overall here as they break this tower, funneling into comp as you said that they would. Jinx just going to get trade. We've just happened to see a lot of not great trades from Larson and Comp. This might be the worst trade deal in history. If Gilius gets taken down in an instant, it's a clean counter gank coming in.
They're going to get themselves this dragon as well. We'll see what soul it is. I want to see one of the new souls. I want to see a Chem deck. I want to see a Hex deck. And we're going to
eviscerate that tower. But SK going to focus on breaking down mid. You said it. Second Herald. Obviously a very solid use for it. Otawamne in the area could fish for an ult, but very difficult. Are they going to go for this one immediately? Malrang now going in. Ulti comes out to mitigate any potential fall-off damage. It's big. Coming in with the Otawamne ultimate. Genex now leaping onto the backside. Trivia going to be in trouble. The knockup comes in from Otawamne. Malrang trying with the fancy footwork to get out, but from downtown comes the sniper. Jezu going to land the shot that matters. The rest of the Rogue has the base there. Unfortunately, the Ethereal Chain's going to connect onto the Groff. Trimby has to be careful. Gilius not afraid, going to leap forward. Treats finds the lockup. All of Rogue, though, focusing their damage. Larson leaping into the backside is going to be big. Sertus. Doom and Gloom now up and available. Looking for that massive, massive fear if he can find it. Pillar going to disrupt there a little bit from the Ornn Q. Larson still fishing for a way into the backside. Both sides backing away. Clear that both teams know how much is at stake in this fight. Just a dragon, yes. With so many members in the area, if it breaks out to a major kill advantage, we could see a massive lead for one side. Genex now stepping forward. Treats going to go wide on the hook. 16, 1400. Dragon getting lower. Now the fight is breaking out. 1400. Who is going to get it? Jinx finding the reset immediately. Comp now trying to shred through. They're going to grab the dragon. Genex now going to be in trouble. SK getting set up to be eviscerated, but it's Sertus on the backside. Comp going for a few more. It's going to be difficult, though. Have to be careful. Have to respect the potential Wombo combo, but a Blast Cone means Malrang can't sneak his way over the wall. Larson leaping away. That's the fear cooldown gone, and that's the sign to kick things off. 3 members now locked up. Larson leaping into the pit. Gilius incredibly low. Gonna get taken down by Larson. Genex just trying to find a kill on the LeBlanc, but he can just dash right back. Chains connect anyway. Rogue are eviscerating SK in the team fight, but now Jezu's looking to fire back. Steal on the dragon. comes through. You do not mess with the Jhin when it comes to objectives. They learned it in the LCK, and we're going to have to learn it in the LEC. There it is for Jezu.
Oh, Henna stole it as well in the series today against T1. Stole the Baron with the 4th shot. He can steal this Baron as well with a Jhin W, then honor Jhin, but he has vision on it. If he... No, there's no way, right?
Miracle worker.
Okay.
No. That one,
Okay.
Malrang not gonna let that one happen.
Baroned up Rogue, Siege ready to go. Genax and Gilius caught out.
And with a replay like that, at least it's a pretty consolation prize. Gilius, though, set to fall now. Surta's backing away. Here comes the Ornn ultimate. Surta's locked up. Larson just gonna chase him down. No passive means no CC. Goes Golden, can use the personal space, but will not have the opportunity to do it. Rogue not respecting the personal space, as they will barrel down the mid lane and look to break open the inhibitor line.
And Dracos, I'll be completely honest. I've spoken to this about a few pro players in what was my career a couple of years ago. At the start of every spring split in the LEC or in major regions overall, because roster swaps have come in, because you've had very little scrim time, because the meta is very hard to read, scaling and teamfight is always the safest bet. Scaling teamfight or comps that are very easy to execute. I feel like SK's comp is quite difficult to execute. Maybe it worked in scrims, but on a competitive game at the start of a brand new year with a brand new roster, I think one-dimensional comps like Rogues, pure teamfight, protect the Jinx are just so much easier to execute.
Certainly are, but Ottawamene might be in trouble now. No, comp is simply too strong, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Giga-Fed Jinx and a Giga-Fed Rogue. 50k to 40k as this fight continues. Rogue just looking to break open the base and end the game. Surta's Genax treats Jezu still standing. Could look to hold on to this one, but there goes the rocket. Surta's now walking away. The shield coming in for the personal space. One more auto will not finish the job. SK on the retreat again. Being routed, and there are the resets. Will they dive the fountain to give this man a few more kills? It looks like the answer is no, as Rogue retreat, empower the minions, and look for a slow, steady end.
Surtus, what can you do? He can do absolutely nothing. He's outranged.
She's too
He
strong.
only has a Nexus left. That's it. Gilius won't find anyone. Oh, he got Ottawamene. The creeps are back.
Backing away.
No.
We've had to sweat both times today, Cadril, for a finish, but at the end of the day...
That wave clear in mid lane is going to be very difficult to deal with.
Wait, no, Betty, no. That's a Corki.
That's a Corki.
What is this draft?
It's got to be a Corki top lane, right?
It's a Corki top lane.
Push in mid. Caps hasn't reset yet.
Broken Blade. Oh, EQ doesn't hit. He went through the tower, and it was just forced outside of range. Oh, you can't put the Demacian instead in the middle of terrain because
But hang on, the TP got cancelled.
Cancelled TP. Nuke Duck silences it with the Q, stops the channel, and stops any hope. Broken Blade.
As to where Jankos is as he's on his red buff. You can see Caps putting more pressure down into the mid, looking for a roam, but Marcoon's looking for another gank.
Barrel set up EQ, just a little bit short. The cannon barrage coming in as well. Do they know that Jankos is in the area? They do now as the wind becomes lightning. Finn, though, still on the chase. A parlay, not quite enough damage in the trial fight by fire. Will not tick down Broken Blade. Caps on the way up. Marcoon and Finn on the way back to the fountain, it seems. Quick double kill over to G2.
And the aggression is now punished very well by G2. Medic, we were just talking about... Ooh, Patrick goes in for an aggressive trade.
Patrick's only 5 here. There's the Flame Chompers. There's Advienne flashing away, but the flash chase is there. Exhaust not enough to keep...
find themselves 2 very quick kills and finally get themselves back in control of the game.
And LeBlanc with early kills can be devastating to deal with. Sorcerer's Shoes already complete. Chains are going to land, but there's the suppression, Nether Grasp. Cabs is feeling the call of the void as Nuke Duck takes him out.
And that...
Marcoon on his way down here, Vedius. It may turn into a 3v3 lickety split, but Patrick's going to get slowed here. Actually dodges away from the Glitter Glance. Tidal Wave being used. Jankos waited, bided his time, and there's a super mega kill rocket from Flackard as
help in this situation. Instead, he's just going to keep fighting with Nuke Duck. And it's kind of at this point, for the record, where Malzahar starts to be a little bit more obnoxious for the LeBlanc, because you can...
apparently.
Difficult game.
Really tough as Nuke Duck looks for a fight up towards the top lane. Nether Grasp into a parlay, into a cannon barrage should be enough to take down Broken Blade here. In fact, not even using the Malzahar ultimate. Call to the Void a little bit short, but the parlay is not. Targamas caught unaware, as is Flackard in the bottom lane. Now Flackard finds his first death here in the LEC. 1-1-1 matching Caps on the scoreline. We'll take the tower down as well just
after. The game progresses. Finn currently sitting solo in the bot lane, but a TP flank.
Finn's going to flash away, but can he turn this one around onto Broken Blade? Cannon barrage out. Caps trying to get the chains to hit, but Finn is dodging them as much as he can in the end. Broken Blade will... You can see some of that sitting on Flackard. 700 gold ahead there in the AD carry position. Also, Jankos in the jungle continues to be a menace. Has himself a 700 gold lead as well. But with the Rift Herald going down here, that gold lead is going to be curtailed a tad, reduced a smidge, down to about 1,000.
The damage over time doesn't reduce the cooldown of the proc of the Ludens, but that proc can also help with the damage.
I also think against the squishy team, Luden's just more outright damage in a lot of cases, you know? You're not going into a big tank. You don't want to actually take them down too much over the course of a fight. You just want that straight up burst. We see a blue buff and a tower exchanged for this Hextech Drake. It is an Ocean Soul. No new rifts for us today, I'm afraid, but Ocean, definitely a Dragon teams want to fight over. So hopefully we'll see some more skirmishes down in that bottom side river over the next, 20 minutes or so.
It's really important because now G2 get to determine how the fight will play out. XL are the ones forced to engage. There are a lot of disengaged tools. Now the poke begins.
Broken Blade already down to half. Does have that package. Can do a huge amount of work in a fight like this. Dragon down to 1,000 HP and should be secured by Jankos. The package separates the team. And immediately Patrick is down. And immediately G2 pounce. Caps trying to get onto the back line there. The chains, but the oranges should make this K from Finn. Second chains, double flash. Jankos going in. Crescent Guard will not be enough to force XL down. They lose only Patrick, but alongside that, they lose the new Jankos was low. However, he's a jungler in 2022. He's back to full HP already. Broken Blade at half. 4,000 on the Baron. XL trying to call G2 to a fight. Trying to call G2 to the river. Jankos dives in. Nuke flashes away. Jankos down already. XL. Baron resets. Finn stepping forward with the parlay. Hits Caps. G2, 4 members strong.
Ooh, but I think Finn has overstayed. He doesn't have TP and Caps is on the hunt.
Does he have the oranges? Wait for the chains to connect. Doesn't have them, it seems. He's down. Ethereal Chains will find their man as Caps goes.
Patrick wants to try and punish it. Level
this is
16.
3 levels. He doesn't hit it. He dashes forward. He's got the exhaust. Can he do the damage onto Caps' hit? Great clone micromanagement, but the far side alteration will find his man. The shutdown goes over to Patrick.
And this is one of those situations where Caps just pushed one too many waves.
Yep.
He overstayed, he really needed to reset, and now his overstaying gets punished. He dies, XL start the Baron off once more.
What can Flecker do? Broken Blade has the TP. I think he's got a package in base as well. He'll pick that up. Will he teleport to it? No. Instead, he comes to the fight. So earlier today, people were teleporting to that package. Broken Blade, though, is going to join this fight. As there goes Jankos. Nethergrass coming out as well. Finn on the back line with Broken Blade fighting. The Immortal Shilbo will keep Broken Blade alive. Flacker doing what he can. Marcoon forced away. Super Mega Death Rocket finds it. A 1-for-1 exchange between the two top laners. And is both
on the back line. The combo of those two versus the 4 members of XL to come away with 2 kills. Very well executed on and fighters. Caps does have the TP, but this Baron is dying fast.
It's already down to 5,000 Caps. Now channeling the TP, but that's 2.5 seconds before he can get in this fight.
Here we go.
And he's going to be able to secure it. XL get it. Jankos nether grasped. The only guy without a QSS, it feels, on this G2 lineup. Nuclear's going to flash away. Broken Blade can do a lot of work with the missiles here, and Caps is in a good flank position. The zap landed.
Caps wants the kill.
Caps diving forward.
That did not stop them, didn't deter them, and now they find themselves with the Baron knocking on these tier 2.
Wrong side of the rift. How long can they delay and can they get away? Because Caps is pushing in the bottom lane. In fact, they can just catch the wave. Nuke duck there. Jankos jumps into him. There's another grasp, and Jankos has sacrificed himself for the good of the cause here, you have to feel. Finn will die. Broken Blade will die to the Lucian, actually. Looks like Patrick may have hit an Ardent Blaze from across the wall.
And that was a really good punish once again from XL. They recognize that Jankos and Broken Blade are actually not in a good position.
Will be taken down as the wave does join them, so they do get a tier 2 in both mid and top lane, and a slight golden tower. No Baron buff on them, but perhaps they're looking for the inhibitor. 2 recalls have started as Broken Blade and Targamas will rejoin at the inhibitor. Caps is on a flank mission as well, but XL 5 members strong. There's the Ocean Soul. How impactful is it? As Patrick dives forward with the culling, Caps able to jump away. Marcoon able to escape. Patrick actually not in a good situation here as the package comes out. Exhaust. Caps over the wall. There's the shutdown as Flacker secures it. Caps going to try and jump away, but he's already dead as well. And G2 are just collapsing in here. Finn and Nuke Duck, the sole 2 survivors of a catastrophe in the blue side jungle. Jankos will chase Nuke Duck down. The shutdown goes over to Broken Blade, and Nuke Duck can only stand and watch, dismayed as XL collapses.
Isn't even there. And the team fight has already been dominated by G2. Remember that they just got themselves the Ocean Soul as well. And G2 are now in firm control of the game. Great team fight there from G2. LeBlanc becomes a poke champion. You jump over the wall, you drop your combo, and then you wait for cooldowns. Marku looking for a bit of a fight.
Jankos going back in, re-engaging tidal wave, popped.
Nuke
Classic guard, but Nuke just melted. Blackhead gonna cleanse and flash away, gets himself to safety. Caps trying to dive into the backline. Now it's Marku and Finn who are trying to do the damage. Patrick goes forward with Broken Blade now on a rampage, silently carrying this G2 team. 1-for-1 trade. Finn able to get a kill off towards the backside as well, as he is gonna chase a Blackhead away, flashes away from the zap. TP coming back in from Nuke. Finn puts down a barrel, Caps realizes it and dodges to the side of it. Advien and Nuke on their way to support Finn, to act as the supporting cast perhaps in another fight here as Caps steps forward, will spot out Finn. Advien and Nuke on vision. Finn puts the barrels down again. Caps, of course, can just jump over that wall and Finn tries to turn it around. Caps, what? A very back and forth game here between XL and G2. G2, I feel, have been at the fore in the driver's seat for the majority of it, but XL first time in the team's history if they are able to do so. Marcoon here, Jankos stepping forward. Jankos going to get knocked up, Crescent Guard coming out as well, but that's a big ultimate down. Caps on the flank. Flacker trying to get the damage in from range. Can Powder come out to play as Flacker will take down Marcoon? It's actually Broken Blade that gets it, but look at the backline assassination that is Caps. Finn, though, picks up a triple kill, and the Gangplank making bank in that fight with 3 that Jarvan. The waves that continue to push in. Caps continues to look for a flank, to look for a way.
He's actually made it behind them. Oh no, he's gone back.
You're getting
so
baited.
sneaky.
XL are getting baited. Caps trying to find a way to get onto this backline. Advien half. Silence. But Caps can just jump back out. There's the Cullen coming out from Patrick. 5,000 on the Elder. Marcoon back to full HP. Advien and Nuke
They're going to burn it. They're going to burn it
as well. They're going to try and burn it down, and it's Jankos who secures it. Now the grass down onto Jankos. He's going to pop the stopwatch. Finn forced up towards the top side. Blackhead now can step forward. And that's the jinx I saw in Arcane as he helps the double kill for Broken Blade. Nuke forced away. Patrick the same. And this should be a wipe here for G2 as they clean up XL in the bottom lane.
And it all came down to a 50-50 smite battle between Marcoon and Jankos, with which Jankos comes out on top. G2, with the Elder, are able to take down 4 members of XL and will make their way towards their first win of the split. But what a banger! 43 kills in 41 minutes. G2 will now knock on the Nexus towers.
And what a performance from both teams, as you say, Betty. What a way to kick off the LEC 2022 for both of them. XL coming to party, but G2 came for the win. And they will take down XL in an incredible game.
Wow, very back and forth, pretty consistently throughout the game. She was designed with that intent, and also in particular into melee AD champions. She does very, very well, in particular thanks to her W when combined with
Duskbringer.
So, yeah.
The E is the one I can never remember.
It's QWER, medics. That's all that matters, okay? Trying to avoid all conflict as much as possible.
Slapsan there. There's the first combo. Deo able to flash underneath the tower. He should survive this. That Ignite is not going to burn him down.
Someone that you can always depend on as the game progresses. An AD carry that often will not let you down. That's a lot of damage onto VTO.
Oh, that's just first blood.
That's, yeah, I'm sure was able to get himself the execute. So very well played there. VTO.
He's going to answer on the other side. So in all fairness, this Rift Herald, it will get Misfits perhaps 1 extra plate if Kobe isn't able to take down all 5 in the bottom lane. But now Deo, no flash, remember, on this Vex. Zanzara on his way as well. VTO goes in with the last breath, and there's the follow-up. And De Jure, there's no way you can get out of that one.
And we can see that Misfits...
Can you find these successful ganks? Because right now, there's no reason for Mercer to be in the bottom lane. That tower's going down. So what? Get out on the map, roam around, and Neon can just wait for the wave to catch him underneath that tier 2.
And my expectations for Neon coming into this roster was that he would be playing this weak side AD carry role. It's not something that he's unfamiliar with. He has been on a team with Broken Blade after all. But when you are in a team that has VTO and Hirit, the expectations are that you will be playing towards that strong side of the map where these players typically like to play carry champions. And with Yasuo and Aurelia, that is very much what we're seeing. So even though Misfits do have change in players, their play style still seems to be very revolved around these 2 core veteran solo laners that have become the staple for Misfits. And it seems that Mercer and Schlatan, for the time being, are fitting in nicely.
It's odd to call VTO the veteran, but he is one of the...
It was last year that he joined, right? At the beginning of the year.
He's only 19 years old as well, you have to remember. Like, he's still a new player. He's probably of the generation after Larson and Humanoid and that sort of set.
I mean, to us,
mid-laners.
Medic, most of these players are babies, considering we're like 10 years older than them.
So we're slowly getting to the point that for both of us where they're going to be half our age.
Yeah.
Like when they join the league, they will be like 16, 17 years old and we'll be here plodding along.
Yep, it's very, very true. We're becoming old men, Medic. We'll have to take that boomer moniker away from Quickshot.
No, we can keep, he's still the boomer.
Keep it,
We're
yeah.
just old millennials.
Yeah, I see.
That's how it works.
Well,
I don't think he'd let you take it away.
True, that is true. He does
quite.
quite like being the boomer.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it has been a pretty low action game. Just for clarification, 2 dragons have been killed. 1 has gone over to Misfits, 1 has gone over to Astralis. It will be the Cloud Soul. We'll try to keep you updated as much as we can as the game progresses. But now you guys should be able to see the teleports on your screen along with a lot of extra information as well. First items are starting to come through across the board for pretty much everyone. Blade of the Ruin King being completed on Aurelia with 180 CS. That is a very strong laning phase coming out from Herrit. This Aurelia is going to be very scary to deal with. Very squishy though, still at this point in the game. Can be crowd control, but Misfits trying to keep the momentum going. They took top tower, now going to secure the mid one.
Breaking that mid tower is so important when you are looking.
And the dragon now spawning in about 15 seconds.
Nice Everfrost with the root, but look at the damage onto Dejour. Hear it. Whoa. Okay, that was a minion you auto-attacked a couple of times there, but he found his target in the end, gets the kill. Astralis now closing in. All 5 members of Astralis are on the top side of the map for the moment. Deo, of course, will come back and join the rest of his team. Here it flashes away. Flawless Duet will find the sun, but the shutdown goes over to White Knight.
Yeah, I think that flash kill scoreboard as here it's showcasing that there's not really going to be any poorly, but relative to many other things, she doesn't scale super well.
It's 2-2.
Right?
Schlatten gonna get engaged on here by Dejour. There's the stopwatch. Can Schlatten get out of this? He's able to dodge away with a Hextech Rocket Belt. There's the Slicing Maelstrom as well. Mercer now in for a world of hurt. Thank you, Astralis, for distracting from my Droke as they pick up 2 kills. Here it next target here. And he doesn't have the flash. He's got hooked, and he is down. 3 quick kills over to Astralis. Now on his way here, does have the last breath, but really doesn't have any hope of stealing this one away. Zanzaro will secure it. Astralis with the Baron.
And there's no way for you to come out on top. Now, of course, this only equalizes the gold, and now Misfits.
Oh, that was gorgeous! Oh, they predicted the fact he would take the Lantern. The hook connects for Mercer. And now Misfits strike back a gold lead for them. 2 Barons off Astralis, and this is going to be the mid-tier 2.
And just like that, Misfits were able to get a little bit more into their back pocket. They shut down the bot lane. They slow Kobe down. Of course, still very strong. Astralis will still be able to secure themselves another tower and keep the gold pretty much dead even.
Slicing Maelstrom on the backline here. Schlatten and Neon are forced away. Zanzaro steps forward, and here comes Dejour. The Slicing Maelstrom onto the backline, and already Schlatten is down. Mercer next. That's 2 to Astralis, and once again, in the blink of an eye, Dejour goes in, and Misfits go down.
Beautiful execution there from Astralis. They recognized that Misfits was being funneled into this narrow choke point, and the Vex saw
a larger stage today that he steps on, or at least he plays on, as now he's caught out in the side lane. Pops the stopwatch. Promiscue's going to try and put the Lantern down. The flash onto the Lantern will get him out with a shield from the personal space. Fear down as well, but Hibbit has found the back line, and Hibbit's already found one of what could be a few kills. Look at Kobe trying to get away, and look at Hibbit saying, not today, my friends. And Zara next up will be able to escape, but that's 3 kills over to Misfits. And Betty, it's a palindrome of a game. Every time one team gets 3 kills, the other team has to match it. Make it 4 for Misfits.
Spawns are starting to come through for Astralis. But this will be a pretty significant gold lead now for
Flash no Slicing Maelstrom now as Astralis starts up to Baron. BTO still in a good position to flank this. Of course, White Knight has a teleport of his own. It's unleashed, so he can get to a ward. He can get anywhere he wants in this fight if his team so needs him. Astralis now back off, and Misfits might be the ones to start up the looming purple worm. Mercer on a control ward, not spotted out here. Zanzaro will step forward and be met by Mercer. Zanzaro now rooted up, and that's the jungler, and he might be dead before the rest of his team can even react. White Knight Slicing Maelstrom said half his cooldown down. Baron secured. Zlatan secures it. Deja now the target for all of Misfits.
Side of the map, White Knight ended up resetting, and then when they tried to come back and contest the Baron, that is where Mercer, with his fantastic positioning in the blue side jungle, was able to find a pick onto Zanzara, removing the smite,
Misfits will claim their third dragon of the game as well with that cloud.
And if White Knight can get on top of him, that is going to likely be a dead AD carry. But it is scary to deal with. But the TP flank now coming in from White Knight.
There goes Deja as well. That's the damage they were looking for onto Neon. Stopwatch popped by Deja. He's got a lantern to get to. White Knight coming in with a slicing maelstrom as they look to get onto the backline. Here, dodging away. Another kill goes over to Astralis. Zlatan dead. Flash, Spectral, more. Zanzara looking for more in this fight if he can find it. But here it continues to dodge, duck, weave his way around. But the doom and the gloom that is Deja will get the kill there. In the end, secured by Zanzara. VTO left the rest of his team on a little bit of a lonesome there. Start up the Baron. Mercer once again in this flank position. TP coming in from White Knight as he looks to join this fray. 2,000 HP on the Baron already secured. Deja's going to try and get onto the backline, but Mercer is just distracting, delaying Astralis from getting into this fight. Now can White Knight get in there? He can. Slicing Maelstrom finds one. Hear it. Next up, as Kobe will secure, and VTO has to flash away.
Clearing out behind them, using that sweeper to try and deny any potential flanks, but the hook comes through from Promise.
There's the Flame Chompers, and Mercer's just dead where he stands. Nothing he could really do in that situation. It's one of the metrics as well.
Oh.
As Misfits look for that engage. There's Kobe. Will Bloodthirster's shield be enough? He gets ignited and he ticks down. The shield was not enough to keep Kobe alive. Misfits found the engage. And I found a few times myself surprised by how quickly Misfits were able to find these kills.
They've constantly been looking for these picks, and it is these picks that enable them to come out on top against Astralis. They're able to find a crucial one onto Kobe, but now Astralis onto back.
Great cleanse from Neon into the flash. He gets away from the Slicing Maelstrom, still stunned up, but White Knight is the only one to fall, as the Slicing Maelstrom does not enough for Astralis. Misfits will wipe Astralis, apart from Zanzara, who's able to escape, but this is the Nexus. And this is Misfits claiming their first win in the LEC Spring 2022.
And just like that, the game ends. No Baron, no Dragon Soul, just a single pick onto Kobe.
It was all round.
He locked it in! He's locked in the Darius! Oh my word, we are going to get the rematch. Adam on his staple champion on the
Some of the other AD carries. No, Alfari and Xmadi, I think, the two that we have. Nuclear Vent forced away here. He should be able to back, has the teleport. Wonder trading with Adam. Ignite available for the Gwenon. Razork will join the fray, but the wind becomes lightning assured.
Wonder's going to die.
Yep, as you say, Wonder is very dead. First blood to Adam as he finds the kill. Razork next up, and Adam will help Syncroft secure it. Start of the season, so I don't do them in playoffs, you know? I still think 2-2 was an incredible joke.
Well, someone did between the two. So that early kill that Adam was able to get, slowly starting to lose value. And now we understand the swap a little more, wanting to use that Rift Tower to try and secure this early tower.
Humanoid's going to be on a ward here. Limit now was caught out, doesn't have the flash, of course, that was used earlier. Gold card locked in, they're looking for Limit, instead goes for Synchro. Hillsong diving forward, still has the quickness. Adam with the flash apprehend though. And against his former teammate, Adam gets the kill. Humanoid.
And BDS currently setting up for the next Drake. They've brought their bot lane back down. As Synkrov now lands a stun onto Wonder.
I mean, as much as Adam is having great performance, so is Synkrov.
Yeah.
He's level 10. Highest level in the game on the jungle right now, alongside Humanoid and Nuclear and Synkrov having a stellar performance. Humanoid's going to lock in this gold cup, but Synkrov uses the Heartbreaker to get away. Hillsong will not follow up on the chase, and Fnatic at the moment look very wounded. Destiny popped Humanoid. Works his way down towards the bottom side, lands the stun onto Xmadi. That's the root follow-up, and here comes Hillsong with the quickness, but immediately he's stunned. Does manage to pick up Xmadi on the back line. Razork can upset now.
Across the map, they played very well around their top side. They've done an excellent job of just enabling Adam. And I think we're starting to see we'll be able to walk away to safety as Fnatic is securing themselves their first Rift Tower of the goal! Beautifully played there.
What type of shoes?
You don't have swaggity swoo shoes.
Oh, the swaggity swoo shoes.
Swaggity swoo.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Swaggity swoop swoop doobity woo. Yeah. It's the sound effects you make when you're boogieing.
So I've listened to Wildfire. I heckin' love Arcane. Xmadi looking for upset here. They're looking for Gale Force damage. Hillsong pops the quickness to try and get in. We'll be able to use it in the end. There's the Destiny, and there's the Root, and there's Xmadi going down. Upset able to survive long enough to have reinforcements arrive. Rift Herald used by Razork as well.
You don't know about... I mean, you should know, because Fnatic, you're not allowed to attack their AD carry without comeuppance. And the immediate response from the rest of Fnatic. Hylissang there to provide his team still in a great position. They will secure their first rake of the game. And they will maintain the gold lead. The map really starting to open up now as towers are falling across the board.
But the rest of Fnatic are on their way. Like, BDS are entirely on the other side of the map. The Esports is going to come in for the root. Adam maybe will be able to pick up a 1-for-1 here, but he just can't do that. The shutdown comes out, goes over to Humanoids.
And you can see his awareness, his read of the map, his knowing how to play around lanes. Like we did talk about it in the other game, right? He covered for Adam when he flashed at level 1. He helped his bot lane shove in that wave. He's done a great job. 160 CS. He's matching Humanoid in the farm department, and now he's looking for a pick.
He is down towards the bottom side. Adam actually looking for Wonder. His nuclear int comes in as well, and Wonder might be on the receiving end of that gank. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Humanoid just about able to get away. Spectral Moore still going to get the stun. Gold card locked in. Humanoid alive. Already, Wonder is down, and there's the shutdown for Synchro as well. In a 1v1, the jungler wins out.
Level 13 for Synchro. Oh, but he may have overstayed his welcome. Upset has now joined the fray. Razork is trying to cut off his escape route. Synchro is just farming as much as possible.
Oh, there's the Gale Force to make sure that Synchro couldn't die to the tower. Tries to turn it back around on Upset, and Upset, as an AD carry, had no say. And we are in a really interesting situation with Hextech Gates, because what you can do is flash in as Adam without even needing the gate. Stopwatch pop by Humanoid. Nuclear in having to jump away. Synchro and Wonder fighting down towards the bottom side. Xmadi flashing away as well as Razzle continues to push forward. It's Adam versus all of Fnatic, and Fnatic win that fight. Synchro.
But while Adam was on the front line, the back line was getting absolutely melted. Nuclear Imp was forced out of the fight extremely quickly. Xmadi was
over
forced
by the wind at any moment, but for the moment, Fnatic continue to try and hold strong around it, try and continue to hold that gold in their pockets. Nuclear Int wants a little piece of the action. Breaks down the tower, third of the game for BDS. About 1,000 gold between these two teams as we perhaps look for another fight here. Razork does step forward. Nuclear Int looking for the double distortion, misses the chains, and Razork able to dodge to the side of it. Synchro pushing in once again. Hylissang with the quickness. A possible engage opportunity for him. Stun card, used onto Adam. Everfrost coming out as well, and Wonder going in. There's the quickness. Adam on the back line. It's a 4-man quickness from Hilly. What can this man not do? And as the curtains come down, BDS find themselves dead behind them. Destiny popped by Humanoid. The stun card locked once again, and all you gotta say for Xmadi is that's 3 deaths.
Beautiful stuff from Fnatic support.
And what a fight for Fnatic, getting 3 for 0. And there is the Baron as well. Now the gold lead. It would be the longest flank in the world if Adam was to go all the way down towards that bottom ward. Humanoid does have the unleashed teleport, using the Shurelius to get the wave to the tower quicker so they can cut off Limit and Nuclear in. This is the support I aspire to be, I'll be honest. Hylissang is an absolute monster, and because of that, BDS just don't have time to react. They can't even walk round towards their own inhibitor tower, and because of that, it falls. Fnatic now knocking on the inhibitor itself. Razork diving in, they're looking for Nuclear in. There's the charm, there's the knock-up, and there's the CC chain that Fnatic have found. Wonder dives onto Xmadi. Adam finally rejoins his fight.
Fnatic have complete control, and that's sometimes all it takes, you know? That is as a 5-man to threaten this top tier 2. They have the long-range stun card from Twisted Fate. They're going to use that to get a bit of chip damage onto Adam.
Adam already down to half HP as he tries to get away.
Good tidal wave.
Get the shield from the Sterak's tidal wave as you say. Baron is alive, even though it says 255 in the top corner. Shurelli is coming out from Hylissang, has the quickness, can dance his way into the fight. Tidal wave used for the disengage. Humanoid once again able to dodge just at the edge of it. Wonder getting onto the back line. Adam, the target for him. Stopwatch, gold card coming in. There's a shutdown. Wonder down. Adam healing up so much with that Decimate. And Razork now in for a world of hurt as the Noxian Guillotine is brought down. And Fnatic stepped a little bit too greedily there. Hylissang never able to find the engage. Heartbreaker chase. Spectrum more available for Synchro, but he can't quite get in range to land it onto Upset. Fnatic, 3 players left alive, will have to retreat. Will they fight around this Baron? Because at the moment, Adam, it looks like they just want to kill Adam over and over again. They find it. Hylissang going in with the quickness. Will get onto Limit. Resurrection coming out for Synchro as his GA will pop. Nuclear in, misses the chains, but Upset dies to a Nami ebb and flow. Limit with the clutchest of heals into kills there as Upset falls, and now Hylissang, last man standing for Fnatic, as they went too deep and have paid the price.
They certainly have, Medic. A massive turnaround for BDS, and one which they are happily going to take. Let's have a look.
Could lose Soul as well from this. Like, this is not
They
Soul
lost
point,
it.
as you say, for BDS, but it was a possibility that they could challenging for the title at the end of the season. Right now are rocked on their heels by the newcomers to the league, BDS.
What a huge game one this could be. I mean, Fnatic, oh, they're at death's door right now. Wonder getting good damage onto Nuclear in. Here comes the curtain call.
Now, Humanoid wasn't really in range to pop the Destiny here, but Adam now on the front line pops the stopwatch himself. Hillisang got the quickness, got the flash, looking for Adam. Serak's shield will not be enough to save him. Needlework, double charm! Oh, Hillisang, you absolute beauty! Wonder picks up the double kill, but Hillisang once again is the man making all the plays for Fnatic as he finds his mark, and now the Hextech Gates will get Wonder, well, on top of where Nuclear Int once was.
And it was looking so good for BDS with the Baron buff, with the Siege. They looked like they were going to make the upset happen in their debut game, but they end up falling short. The team fight doesn't go quite the way they want it, but that is good damage onto Razork, and BDS, they have not given up just yet. This inhibitor will likely fall, but the question is, can Fnatic end the game? They have all 5 members running down mid.
Can Nuclear Int clear out this wave? That cannon minion actually being distracted a little bit. BDS unable to clear it right now. First Nexus Tower falls, the redemption to heal up the minions as well as Nuclear Int dives in and dies immediately. Wonder takes him. He goes on a killing spree, and it will take the Nexus as well as Fnatic take down BDS.